Hello, everyone, and welcome to another installment of Vely's vlog. So, before I forget again, I just wanted to point out that if you're not following me anywhere else, I am holding a triple giveaway for reaching 6, 7, and 800 followers on Twitch. Details can be found on my Twitter and my Blue Sky, and then basically giving away more gift cards. Check it out if you haven't already. Entry period ends on Saturday. So do you remember in my last video when I was talking about corporate greed? Something happened after I made that video and I thought this would be an excellent topic to talk about in next week's vlog. But in the back of my head, I was also thinking, I just talked about this. Would it really behoove me to talk about it again? And then I completely forgot the thing happened. Probably because we live in a society now where it is very commonplace to just accept the fact that advertisements are thrown in our face every 5 seconds, whether we want them or not. Where it's commonplace for corporations to make more money, yada yada. But dear viewer, I'm sure you're curious, and now that I'm talking about it, I do remember what happened. My cell phone bill went up by $5. Now I know what you're thinking. Well, Vely, that's not a big deal. It's just $5 a month. Well, I don't know. It kind of is, and it kind of isn't. I got my cell phone plan a long time ago. I got it so long ago that one day my cell phone company contacted me and was like, hey, you've had this plan for so long, we're going to go ahead and lock it in. You'll just pay this price forever, and we will never move to upcharge you until you end the plan or you die. And I was like, cool. And that's how you buy brand loyalty, or company loyalty, or something like that. Fast forward to a couple days ago, and they send a text saying, hey, we're increasing everyone's bills by $5. Here's an FAQ to answer any questions you may have about this change. I looked at the FAQ, and it basically said, we're raising the price by $5 because we want to. Thanks, and have a nice day. Now, my plan, even with a $5 increase, is still a pretty good plan. So out of practicality, changing plans to another company isn't feasible because they just charge me more. By that same measure, aren't they just helping to make it easier and okay for corporations to do these sorts of things to us, the hapless consumer, because we have no other choice but? To be clear, my current plan at another company would be more expensive because I've got all the bells and whistles for a pretty good price. You know, when I made this vlog, I never thought I'd be talking about stuff like this. I figured I'd just be talking about work shenanigans. But nothing much happens at work now because I usually just avoid everyone anyway, so I guess there isn't really any work drama to talk about. Patch 7.2 for Final Fantasy XIV is coming out next week. You know, if I'm being completely honest, I'm not super excited for it. Yeah, we're getting a lot of cool things, a lot of things to do, but I look at it all and it's just like a big grind fest because I know I'm gonna want to do everything in it and get all the mounts and the achievements and all that, but I just don't have as much time as I used to. And I feel like a big part of that is probably because I have to work 70 hours a week. God. On the work note, though, I have been more inclined lately to put my foot down and start doing actual stream work. It seems like everyone is more motivated these days in my very tiny circle. I have a contract with a very talented artist who provides me with a lot of my assets, and she recently got a hold of me to continue our long-standing project, and she's open to more. So I'm pretty excited to contract her for more work. On that note, I think I'll cut this one here. I'm going to try to get a lot done today, and that includes chores in the house, my actual taxes. Yes, I haven't filed them yet. And actually working on stream issues, like my audio and whatnot. If you like what you heard, why don't you give me a like and a subscribe? You're always free to check me out on my other socials. See you next week.